Hello and welcome. Right, we are back. I've got a few things down. I've still got quite a few at the store, but we've fed the animals. We've done everything we can do. Everything is travelling where it should go from the productions. Animals are fed. Yep, we've increased the herd. We could go a little bit more. We could. But we'll let them grow naturally. I think we might top them up a little bit more. Yeah, another few in a couple of months. But I'd like to. One thing I'd like to quickly do is check this because I've changed this again. No good saying about live modding if you don't do the modding live. Yeah. So let's see. This is a bit heavier as well. Is that they're sticking up definitely. I can see that. Do they actually? They're also longer. I might swap them for plastic. It might suit it a little bit better. I do like the copper, but obviously it looks like silver for some reason. Right, so if you fold them away, angles, I don't know. We can't really tell until we fold and see where they fold to. Not quite right. Yeah, they need to be in an awful lot more. Apart from that, yeah, the length is probably not too terrible. Yeah, it probably would be about right. So nearly one more go, and it needs to be. Hang on 1 second. Yeah, it's in a little. Only a little. Yeah, the angle wants to be more inwards, not outwards. Right, brilliant. So we hopefully next time we'll get this somewhat like. Yeah, brilliant, excellent. So we'll get the model so it looks like it should be like, and then I'll see if I can improve it so that I'm thinking, yeah, that's. Oh, this field is seriously, really, it is terribly bad. Yeah, no, we looked at this last time. Everything we bought. So let's go through till about 12 o'clock ish and see what is to see in the sales. Nothing. Oh no, no, it's not high enough. Let's stick to the rules, a 10% thing. Let's go through to about 3ish. Oh, our money's going down. I'm sure that was going down. Yep, nope, nothing there. Let's go through till about 8, 9. Some light on. Another tanker. No, we've already ordered wow, things are really. We could sell it though. Yeah, it's a closest thing to being in the range. So let's do it. I think that's what we've already got. Isn't it? The double capacity one is what we bought last time. A rice header, unrealistic. Let's go through till 12 o'clock at night. We're not doing very well today, but you can't do very well all of the time. Loan 25,900. I've also need to take another 10,000 because it's 47,000 the super small dairy. Yeah, so that now we are quits, as we should know. That has grown, so that's 3 out of 4 growth. So we'll be doing the last cut in September. So it's almost like a 2-cut thing then. That's a bit poor. Yeah, it's like it's missing a. Oh my life. Okay, well, we gladly will accept you because you're going to bring in quite a lot of cash, especially after being walloped. Kenny has done something a bit special. It's a bit. I was a bit. Yeah, it's. I don't know if I put it in. I haven't. No, it's a mech. A mechanoid, a mech droid, whatever you'd like to call it. It's a little bit, a bit sci-fi, but you know, he's a good modder. It definitely, it's a bit Lee Parrish, only he's like done standing on it looks like a mech, but I'm rather intrigued to see how well you can actually do it. You know, like a standing, moving thing, because that's some doing, that is, really. Definitely. The only bad thing about this is the slow. Right, finally. Did it actually sell right? I'm not sure. It was a bit confusing. It, like, just disappeared. And I hadn't clicked on the actual main thing. So I... Oh, no, it's because he's... I was going to say I'd not sold. It didn't show. So basically, that's because the main body wasn't quite inside the... That was a bit scary. I was thinking, I'm sure that's just diddled us. Well, it did technically. That's more like it. Gordon Bennett, that was a bit scary for a moment. Right, so we now want telehandler. I can't believe those lights are actually working on the ground. That was... I'm not sure if... Should they be working on the ground? Aren't they, like, supposed to be being repaired? Is he forgot to take the lights off them? Maybe. It's still a beautiful map. Oh, yeah, this is... No. Why did you this time choose to do the wrong way when you know you've got to go the wrong way? You know this. Yeah, but I've got a tanker in the way as well. So it's not even that simple. I'm going to wallop it a little. Got to push it out a bit or I'm not going to make it. Even with a telehandler. It's like Giants have been mucking around with like towing physics or something. Whether they did so willingly or unwittingly, as they frequently do when they fix one thing, it breaks something else. I'm not sure. Excellent. I can't wait till we start paying some of this dastardly loan off. Yeah, we're still waiting for the lorry, aren't we? That's why you can't do that. Right, so then I think that's everything in... It was everything that was very reasonable. So then let's go through till 4 o'clock-ish. And we have... That's a very reasonable price, isn't it? For a 31.9 tonner. Not a bad... One time I might actually keep this as a tractor. Yeah, it's not a bad little 180. Can you? Yeah, you can do the engine power. It would be not a bad little thing. I think it can go higher as well. There is an engine option, so it is possible. Yeah, I've had it obviously many times, but I've never actually used it properly as a tractor because I know it's not its speciality, but I've never used it even as a tractor. So if you customize it, what could its engine go up to? Oh, So 236, which means if you added 46 on top, that'd be 270 horsepower if you did the engine power. Not bad, really. Not bad for if you got that in the sales at the right time, you know, like when you really needed it. It's true, it would be, you'd be like thinking, oh yeah, 270 horsepower, that'd be brilliant. 8 o'clock. So it's August. So, ooh, the next set. That. Do we do the next set for a change? I haven't had it in ages. No, we can't. No, we can't afford it. We've already ordered a. Yeah, we can't. Oh, this is going to struggle a little, and I don't wonder where it's going to put it. Oh, you've not put it around the front when that monster. It's going to be like in the shed or something silly. Yeah. It is as well. Oh, come on. That's ridiculous. I thought it was supposed to work this out. Okay, that's better placement. Surely it should work out. Oh my life. Only just. I'll take only just. Only just is better than not. It is a shame, but really, it's sort of... Again, I've said this frequently, and it is true. Timing. If we'd got 1 million and it was like the back end, and like this dropped, I might think, ooh, it would be nice to treat yourselves to something a bit special. And I think the next that definitely comes into that category of something a bit special. But yeah, other than that, right? That's it. We're done. Yeah, let's go and do the animals. If that's all we've got to do, I think how we're doing on our chippery, how we wood chips is half of it is gone now, so that is now doing fairly well. Some are better than others. Yeah, some. Yeah, have not had an equal treatment. That's the way that the glue comes. It doesn't always. Yeah, it's not quite keeping up with it properly. So you get this little tiny bit of where some things aren't actually, and other things have had a lot. Yeah, you can see that the chipboard always does well. And they're all the same, the recipes are the same, so it's not that they've been treated any differently. It's the fact that the guar glue isn't equally displaced. It seems to like favour, I think it must be the order that it's in the actual recipe on the chipboard. Yeah, but the particle board and I think the particle board's the last thing. So that makes no sense as well. But it sort of seems to recover, like in the middle. Well, I don't know, but I'm always trying to work out why is it like that, and I don't know myself. It's a bit strange. Right, lime, mineral feed, plenty. Right, so then we need the hay, so we can actually switch to our normal business. So let's go down and feed the animals. Now, how is the milk looking as well? Still, yeah, we still don't need to worry about it, although you say that. We've not got the tanker, the little tanker. Yeah, we're waiting on that. So really all we need to do at the precise moment is the grass is not ready. We just need to feed the animals. Simple as that. I think we probably need a bit of straw. The straw's looking a bit scarce. Yeah, so let's do a little bit of straw. We can't. So we'll let this run out during the day, so we want a bit of straw tomorrow. We should last the day, so it's not the end of the world. So that's it. That's all we've got to do. Everything else is literally doing what it should be doing. So let's go straight through to about 12 o'clock and see what is in the sales. Oh. Excellent. We can't make work appear. We're trying to work with like what we've got. That's as close as you can do. Sometimes when your money goes quite high, the 10% thing doesn't make much sense. That's why, obviously, you make these rules and you like think, they're not quite right. Not quite. How do I make this a little bit better? 4 o'clock-ish. Yeah, because at this point, when your money's going high like this, now we know we're going to spend it. We know it's not going to last forever. Yep. Brilliant. And let's go through till 9, 10-ish. Maybe 8. 8 will do, yeah. Definitely. Right. Nope. Absolutely nothing. Let's go through to 12 o'clock. Another Felix and a Elite Wolf Agri Power. Yeah, that's definitely worth buying and selling. And you too. And we will go through to about 4 o'clock. We're getting through these quickly. Ooh, 2. That was a double. Brilliant. So, ooh, okay then. Very reasonable. We were waiting on you. I do love the way it does that. Oh, your wheels are clipping very slightly onto your trailer. Need to come out a little bit. Wow. This one has the ability to have a better engine. We'll buy it like this and we'll have a new engine fitted later on. Yeah, this was yeah, you can go to a 377 or a 477. Reconditioned engines, everything about it's reconditioned, the metal and everything to make it. And we can even afford you too. Amazing. All right, now let's get everything sold. I do like the silver, but we've bought our own. I must get it fixed though. It's not quite right. Not quite. Right, so then let's get everything. Is this? No, it's got a. I think this has got a rear 3-point hitch. You're gonna need to nudge that a little because this is in the bad slot. We'll call it the bad slot. You know, it's got 3-point, hasn't it? Well, it looks like it, but it doesn't seem to be playing ball. Maybe it's not. Maybe it has got the arms. They are there. It's just not a working hitch. Perhaps you need to switch it on or buy it. Maybe it could have been that you... Let's have a look. No. It's supposed to... Oh, I thought it was supposed to have a rear hitch. Could have sworn it was supposed to have a rear hitch. And it looks like it's got a rear hitch. It just isn't a working one. Okay, let's grab you, and then the telehandler can do the rest. Yeah, I realise I'm going to nudge the tray. I apologise for this. It's really a bit messy because it really is quite tight. It's like more gradually pull out, and then I'm going to hit the tree pretty much, I would say. And I'm still not going to be quite out. I'm still going to have to nudge that trailer a little. Or a lot. Yeah, this shop front was not made for this type of vehicle. In fact, it wasn't made for anything long at all. No, it's not quite right. It's not, the conversion hasn't done any favours with the shop, at least. Right, let's grab the... So we've keeping the harvester. Finally arrived after an awful long time. And of course the tanker, which we also are I am very grateful of that arriving when it did, because yeah, we really could do with that for the milk. So that's very, very useful. Oh, it's starting to rain, I think. I'm sure I saw a raindrop. It might have been one of them dust motes. It may have been. Although it is going to rain soon, so it could have been, but I can't see any more, and it doesn't stop. It just, like, starts and gets worse. So I think I was imagining it. It will have been a dust mote. Or a firefly. I don't know what those little things... I've never made up my mind whether those little things that whisper around are little bits of dust, or yeah, those there, or whether they're like things like fireflies. I'm not sure. To me, they look like little bits of dust catching the light. Like, they don't seem to fly, so I think it's more like something falling or being blown in the wind. But I might be talking nonsense, because I have a tendency to. Well, we all have our moments, yeah. Nobody's perfect. And I'm definitely less than perfect. So we're still waiting for our Teagle to arrive so that we can move things like that lorry back. And we, of course, have ram-raided it a little there. Now, that wasn't a bad hoist, was it, really, for saying that we also got our 2 things that we needed too, so not bad. We're still at 700 grand, and we've still got the tanker to sell and all that type of stuff. So let's make the last jaunt till 8 o'clock in the morning. We'll feed the animals. We got time to do the grass as well? Not sure. Ooh, not in the rain, we've not. Which is a bit typical, isn't it? Eh? Isn't that typical? Right, so really, technically, nothing at all is in that. But as I said, you've got to have a reasonable amount. I think if your money goes above a certain amount, that anything above around 50 odd grand, you've got to allow that. Otherwise, like, it gets silly. Right, so we can feed the animals, which hopefully it will have like self-tipped a little. Aren't we gonna like, yeah, let's sort this out. We have got things to sell, haven't we? Let's do that first. None of them they were not big things that aren't, but we did well. That's what I'm saying. That was a good thing, not that little jaunt of it, but the earlier jaunt. And this is still, as I keep saying though, still going to bring in some cash. I'm not sure we're going to do this. This reminds me of the crone that caused so much trouble on that second episode. First episode. Yeah, it was the real nasty thing, but I was determined I was not going to give up. We did give it a rest though for a bit, because I thought, yeah, the answer may become apparent in time, where you don't need to struggle like this, so just like leave it alone. And then we retried again later, and we actually did master it. Needed a bit of a rest. Yeah, this kind of, the turny thing, and they're all horrible now. With anything, with any kind of trailer, any kind of turning is really noticeably bad. I don't know if this, obviously not having these kind of influence to know what it's like in real life. I'm not sure whether Giants are trying to improve physics or whether they've made them worse. I'm not sure. Right, so then let's go down. And have we got time to do... We've got half an hour. We could do... Yeah, let's grab... Fritz's. No, he'll do. Yeah, he will. It is true, though. The bestest thing... I think it was Fritz's last time. I think we did this with... Well, we could have done it with the... I think this has got the course. Yeah, it has. So when we attach, this is already got the, that we do need to get rid of the rain. Yeah, so we can't just set him going just yet. Let's get him ready. Yeah, in fact, let's get rid of this rain. Okay, well. Very nice. What did we get? Oh, the Teagle as well. It isn't, it's worth getting that. It's a very good price as well. So we're going to buy both. Yep, that will do nicely. And we will buy that. The bigger one with the lovely lots of wheels. Still don't think I've quite got my hitch at the right height. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get this through use. So let's set you on first course. Whilst we do the animals. And we want to set the baler going as well. Which is covered by the Fent. Yeah, we also want to stick this on. So this is the testing stage still of this. I think it's about as good as it's going to get. It needs to be lowered. Fent needs to be shifted out the road because he's covering everything. This hasn't got the course, so this mustn't have done it last time. I think we did it with the Fen, actually. But this is sort of really good for this kind of job, so, you know, really. So let's do 11. Give it a minute, don't panic. 11 meter load. No. Oh no, we did have to fix this last time as well. Yeah, it actually went worse if you remember. For some reason, we're trying to go around the side of it. No, 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 you'll never do that. Never do that. Brilliant. Okay, excellent. Set this at the first. Not sure if this will catch up. I can't remember. Yeah, I think it will. Let's let it do a round. We will feed the animals while this sits on the sidelines. When it's done a single round, because it does faff around with its cornering malarkey. I mean, like, giants think you've got all the time in the world to wait for your workers to look pretty. Oh, no, that'll be... It really would be blocked as well. It's because the trailer is in the way. Okay, there was... Yeah, we need to sort of take over a little bit. Yeah, I'm sort of cheating because it's not got any collisions on it yet. So one advantage. It's a bit of a ghostly element because it can go through things. Very unrealistic, and it will be fixed, but at this precise moment, very useful. it still will detect that it's going to collide into something, so it's not completely ghost in the machine, but it is really sort of. It's just, is there any room for any more water? Do we need to? Why is that done a double? Oh, if I grab that. No spare capacity, I don't think. I don't think it's allowing me to dump. Let's have a look. Large corner. No, there's room, so I'm not in the right place then. Wow. Must be dumping. You must. I did press the button. So, yeah, it is. It just didn't ever say dump, but it is done. Right, so animals. Gordon Bennett. What a palaver. Right, so we need a bit of straw. How much straw? Because we don't want to, like, overdo the straw and then have to, like, dump it. Yeah, so we want straw. And this cut is going to be for hay. We've already got it pre-done, so... we can always tip it in the... If we've got too much, I'm not worried. Stop being a drama queen. Yeah, I thought so. We do need straw anyway for some of our things, so it doesn't matter. We can stick it in the... in this building here. The self-sufficiency, which we ought to have done a bit of a... Yeah, a bit of... painting. That's the word I'm trying to find. On Friday. Oh, it's taken a long time to pop. Wow, the ears are absolutely racing. What's that weird, funny? Like tire marks or something. Maybe it is. It could be. So it's quite a light one, isn't it? What he's actually chosen for the farmyard. We might not have the same textures. Looks fairly. I'm not sure if we'll have missed anything when you go blind like that. You think you've done a good job, and then you pull away and you realise, not quite as good as you thought. Yeah, we ought to be setting the baler going, actually. If I can find out where he is. It's a little bit hidden. Right, so we want first. We don't see anything. And then we're going to quickly try to escape before we get walloped by said baler. Because this is struggling a little. With it being such a hill. This is not what he signed up for. Now then, that's of course going to get... Yeah, that's going to be in the way again, isn't it? TMR. Hopefully we will actually get the robot to... Oh yeah, that's the point. We don't need to mix it. Yeah, we want to put the silage we've done and the hay that we've done in here. We don't want to be mixing it. Like, I was going to mix it, and I'm like, no, we don't want to mix it. We're ruining the robot's job if we do that. So, it's water stopped. Yeah, it's not filling anymore. Right, okay, so let's... Start filling, yes, and dump. It's not showing the dump, but it is allowing me to dump. So I think we may need to take over from Bob, who is not going to manage to... Yeah, we know that you're a very good steerer, but, you know, you're not going to make that. Because you're going to moan about it being, like, too... It would be nice to put an end turner on this. I just need to like find out how the physics work, and then I might add a little bit of a model onto the. I don't think Giant's like that as well. I think that was another reason I had made the move at the weekend after Dr. Julia. It's weird because Giants are okay with you leaving the models alone, but they're not nice. They don't like you to put little bits in. Mine's got a model in a model. There's nothing wrong with doing that. The game allows you to do it, but I don't know that Giants are a bit purist in some way, and yet in other ways, if your name fits, if you're Hispano or one of the big names, ooh, no, you still not fixed that. Yeah, I need to do the other. Yeah, it comes out weirdly. That is my fault, and I've forgotten about it until that just reminded me how horrible it looks. Right, so we do need somebody. You will do nicely, actually. You would be... Ooh, okay, let's rescue that bale. Yeah, we might need to stick a fence on the edge of the field, but yeah, I'm afraid... Oh, no, we don't want to be doing that. We want to be going... Send you down to the store. And we will also grab the Teagle. And we will sell this quickly. Because it has been here a while. Yeah, this is a very, very adept lorry, but not very fast. It's not really meant to go on the road. It's supposed to be like Pascal Quartz's, although obviously the modelling is completely different. I will do something about that in time, I think. It doesn't need to look pretty. It's like a terminal lorry, so it's sort of, yeah, it's looking pretty. It's not really what they're designed for. So, yep, sell. Excellent. So that's our real thing. Now, how is our... Oh, yes, he has actually choosing to go... Most of them have gone straight across the field. You know, we could be a little bit clever. We could actually split that field and like do a road all the way to the back of the store. I mean, yeah, let's have a look. I know there's a big stone. I'm not trying to like think of hopping over the wall or anything silly like that, but what I am thinking of... It is true. Oh, okay. That lets you do it another way. So it would be about here. How is the headland? We'd have to increase the headland or clear off The trees, let's have a look. Is this our land all the way to the edge? Maybe where the trees are, where they are, might be. We could have a look. I would say so, but they might. Some of them might be classed as the store blocker. So I think these two are, and then we could have a route without a really cool route. Actually, that would be really quite nice. Should we sort of like do a bit of a increase the headland sort of a little, and would this be this place that you needed to like dart across? Let's say more like that. Does it matter that it's equal? Couldn't we just... Yeah, true. Does it matter? Right, so what are we going to do? Mud moss, mud leaves. I don't know that will... Sand. That's not a bad one for like doing a... I think that's big enough. So we need to go from... there. We're going to do it straight across, so we're going to like come... no, it's going to do weird things to the field. Fields are strange things. Yeah, that'll do. And then we need to round corner everything, which we will do with grass. Moss pebbles? No, let's stick to grass moss. Okay, that'll do. We need to go small as well. Medium, I think. It's a bit triangular. It was a little. Oh, no, I wondered what's happened to our worker. We will put a proper road at some point as well. Has it got round corners? I think it's fairly rounded. Yeah, this most map makers seem to be getting into the FS25 thing of rounded corners. Oh, okay. Well, you're going to have to wait a minute because we're busy. He's either waiting patiently or gone. Yeah, now that's round. Yeah, there's an awful lot of map makers now incorporating round corners. The message is going out to the virtual farmers, the virtual map creators, to like, yeah, this is definitely round corners is better than not having, round corners. It's definitely a thing, and the message has gone out loud and clear. Right, so we do need to move you before you get in the way, and so nearly just needs to like go across a little. Yeah, now this has to be folded to be let go. It has to be. Excellent. So the bales are all rolling to that point, so we could sort of put a bit of a fence down there as the collector, like coming up to about where I am. That way it would deflect them all down there, I think. Or maybe that hill naturally, maybe the map maker thought of that and actually they roll that away. It could be. Could be. Let's grab... Oh, Anakin is stuck. I don't think you're going to make it like doing that. I just get this impression that that would be a bad thing. You need to turn left. Oh, he was trying to go up there. Yeah, he was... So, the AI's blind's not very good. How do we really do this? How do we actually... There's a road above, that's what it is. Right, we need to go... This is going to be challenging. I think, do we need to go... No, these are field roads. Yeah, we sort of need to be up there somehow, but I don't think we're going to... The challenge of finding the real road. Ooh. I think you've done it. We need to take a left. Or is... I think we do. No, I think it's a left. I can see why they got confused, because... Oh, I'm not sure that's right. I think it's going down. I think it's going to go back under the underpass. Oh, no, no. Are we going right? I think, yeah, we are, because I can see my sand that I've just done. I made it fast. Yeah. Oh, no, shouldn't really have done that, but we're not really hurting, I suppose. Right, so... what are we going to take? Let's take the little one, because the little one is probably going to be enough. Really? We can use the medium one for topping up, and then we could use the big one. I still think a BGA would not be a bad idea. And then we need to grab the bales. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, no, don't push the Teagle. You can probably push harder. Now that's my kind of repair costs. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Now, being as this tried to find a complicated way for some reason, I think we'll take it back ourselves manually. And then we need to grab those bales and possibly set... Ooh, yeah, this, I know, I always said that, ooh, it's, some of it's about dragging the... yeah, this itself. We've still not got the raw electricity, the devour trees, have we? Still not got that. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, it's not far off, you know. But this is a bit of a tricky tractor anyway, so... a bit of a specialist. Low centre of gravity, but only light is really... can't really make it into something special, I don't think. Brilliant, he's doing a cracking job. We could grab the milk. We could actually, that's true. So our bales are rolling. That's quite useful. Yeah, actually, it's not a bad thing that they've rolled down here, really. Oh, wow. Not bad at all. I think we've got the manure in the way, which we could do something about by getting one of the big tractors like Matt's tractor or Fritz's. Because Matt's is busy on the water thing. Set this going. We shall see if the worker can do it with 10 tons of manure like I did. I don't think there's much chance of that at all. I think the chances of that are like slim to none. I would imagine it's going to like... no, this is a 200... now, let's use our own manure. Because at the minute we've not got a BGA, so it's not going to hurt. Now that I believe it is... Can't remember where the thing is for this. I think it's left-hand side, the other side. If he's, of course, like, not altered the model slightly. Maybe he's actually done it. You've got to go inside. It does make a bit of sense, personally. Because it's sort of like where you'd go naturally to, like, grab it, isn't it? Maybe you can't see the things. Yeah, so let's go for zone markers. Yeah, the beautiful mod that I've got that does that job of showing you extra information isn't really working properly. So means you've got to switch these on a little bit more than you. It's actually, yeah, on the grass. Where the tree is, though, that's not been thought out terribly well. It's like I've got to evade the tree, and there's a post on the other side. I don't think he was actually paying attention to, like, what that would mean in this real world. It's a bit... doesn't seem a natural place to do it, is my point. Right, we'll just may as well take the whole shebang. Has it got the course? I don't think there is a... right, oh, that's literally a message that's popped up in Blender. So we need to be going... we need to be picking the field there. I would say for a 24 meter, I would say a 2 max. I think 1 more likely. Yeah. 51. Save course. 24 meters. Let's hide that for a minute. So 80,000 litres. More than a true life one can actually hold. I just thought that it's true. I think that's the first time I've ever done that. I was just like looking at the thing and thought, what? So you go for a really tiny one at 20 grand or a really big one at I thought, well, it's not really a very good option, is it, that? So I thought, well, let's do it. Right, so let's do it. So we want first. And we will shift the class because we don't want it plastering in goo, do we? Really? So we could actually... So it survived. There was no shenanigans. Yeah, with having the veil pusher, he didn't... Even if there was a blocked, it pushed it out the way. Or evaded. It would be nice to see how this functions one time, then actually focus on the task at hand to see. Look at that for a turn. That is just something else. Right, let's get a bit of... We may actually get a worker's not even started yet. It's faffing around as always. Ooh, bales on the field. But there's only one that actually somehow managed to... Well, you can see how powerful this is. I mean, this is a big tractor. This field is not for small tractors. Not really. Will we make another bale? That is the question. Not sure. I don't think so, because they... So, I can't remember how big they are on this. $14 tonners, 17 tonners, I'd say 14 by the look of that. I think they're 14,000 litres. It's going to be close. we're doing this and we've got all the bales to pick up, but to be honest, yeah, with them being bigger bales, most of them are down at the bottom. There's only really this one, which we could be clever and push down the field. We could actually. That's not really the end of the world, is it? We could do that. We could try and guide this down the field as well. It depends on when. Ooh, I think we ought to evade or get plastered. Let's see, can we push this down the field? Yes, but only if we can properly play football. Ooh, okay, we need to like be a bit more controlled about this, I think. That'll do nicely. So I think we're definitely going to fill this final bale. I'm not going to ask any questions about has this got manure on it, because I think the answer will be this one might just be free, but I'm not sure about the rest. We could be really clever, couldn't we? Yeah, I've got to sort this. I tried to be clever and do the animations. Ooh, did that auto close? Right, actually this would make a good... I know it's obviously I've got the little tiny... no, the Fendt... no, I don't know the Fendt wheel. It's... horrible field, really. I mean, as in for like tractors that are smaller. Yeah, I've got quite a few models that I would love to put in the model. Like the pyramid greenhouse, that was one of my first ones that I thought, you know, that really would look nice in the game. I don't think even Giants could like have a go at that, the model and everything. But yeah, I'm not sure. Right, let's grab these bales. Careful. That has got collisions. So we've got the very difficult job of like grabbing these bales all from here. It's very, very difficult. Wasn't? No, we knocked the one that was up the top down. So, yeah. The hardest bit of this... Now, we do need a telehandler still. It would be ideal, because this is not going to be the easiest task. It sounds dead easy, but like we've got to like tuck in. The only thing that will help us is the fact that the arm is quite generous in the way that it grabs things. Yeah, like that. That was a bit... Yeah. Right, so... 4 bales of 1428, 56,000 litres. That's a bit of a poor... no, 56, 66, 70. We did one as well ourselves, didn't we? So... we didn't half make this hard. Yeah, what's farms? Not every farm is a nice farm. They've not. There's sometimes if you've not got space, you're going to get tight bits where things don't like go very well. Yeah, truly. Now, how are you doing for... We could sort of leave this in this hilly area here. Ready for action next time. It's not in the way either. Excellent. Right, how are you doing with your manure spreading? Let's have a look, shall we? The last job of the session. Still needs liming. Oh, true. Ooh. Just going to run straight up the middle of the field, I think. No more faffing around. Oh, okay. And then, yeah, the only bad thing, you didn't think this through very well, is what about your liming? I don't want to be wasting, like, a shed load of manure. I think we're going to need to... Yeah, order the BI Industries. Now, with this, we can buy outright because actually it's so cheap that it falls within the price limit of what we're allowed to buy. So we could buy that outright. And the Xylon would be the specialist that would do it, I would think. Let's have a look. How's that? Done. I wish he'd leave you on the... It should have done it. It's just like probably not caught up. Or I might have missed this patch. So about there. So I think we will order on camera now the limer. I'm not sure about that sand, whether that was a good idea actually. It's... We could just put like green at the edges. It would be a... Oh no, sand. You're going to get... Yeah, you're going to get bogged down, aren't you, in it? Never thought of that. No, I didn't. So probably sand. That's the first and last time you'll see me do that as a road, perhaps. So let's grab a fertilizer spreader only for lime. Yeah, this is only for lime because we are obviously doing a organic thing. So, oh, we do. It's a Xylon. No, we can actually do the Xylon zone, which is nearly not yet nearly there. So, yeah. Fantastic. I don't know what I was going to say there. Yeah, fantastic. We're down to 737,329. We do need to line the field, so I'm not going to speed time up. I'm going to get that and the Xylon up there, and let's just take the Xylon from its duty of like front loader. Although really we do sometimes perhaps need it at the minute, but we are going to... Yeah, I think we're going to order a... I think, yeah, let's not skimp out on this one. No, I don't think we can afford... Oh, no, I hate that when you make a decision and then think twice about it and then you cause yourself to have an accident because you don't have time to change your mind again. Yes, yeah, so we want zone markers. I'm trying to make up my mind. I'd normally go red rock, and I love the red rock. It's brilliant, but sometimes it's nice to have your favourite. I don't think we've got any... You know... Yeah, I just think it's as simple as that. Sometimes you like your favourite. So let's do... Do we go old? Old arm team one, though. Let's have a quick look and compare the... Oh, you can't. You can't swivel it. It's a shame you can't, like, try before you buy, isn't it? You know, like with the... This. No. So let's find a used Merlot. Yeah, let's go for it. I do love this. Excellent. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. I mean, there's a reasonable Manitou as well, because I do like this. Yeah, the red rock for that. I do love that, the articulated type of vehicle. So I shall run this up to the store, grab those two things ready to do the liming next session, and we have our own lime. So all that remains to be said for this session is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.